ancient China, there were three old monks whose names no one knew. People simply called them the Three Laughing Monks. They never preached or gave sermons. Instead, they traveled from village to village, stood in the town square, and burst into joyful laughter. Their laughter was so contagious that villagers couldn't help but laugh along. Gradually, the entire town would be filled with joy and laughter. The monks never spoke a word. They used laughter as a form of prayer. In this simple way, they spread happiness wherever they went, silently reminding everyone that life should be embraced with simple joy. The Three Laughing Monks journeyed across China for many years, spreading laughter and joy to every place they visited. People adored and respected them, for they had never encountered any spiritual teachers who brought such lightness and peace. Though they remained silent, it was as if they carried a profound message. Life is a cosmic joke, and we should receive it with laughter. To them, laughter was more than just an emotion. It was a prayer, a way of life, a path to inner freedom. They helped people realize that life doesn't have to be taken too seriously, that wisdom can lie in simplicity, and that joy is the most sacred thing. Wherever they went, laughter was the precious gift they left behind. One day, while the monks were visiting a village in northern China, one of them suddenly passed away. The villagers were stunned and gathered in great numbers to witness the reaction of the two remaining monks. Everyone assumed they would grieve, cry, or mourn the loss of their companion. But instead, to everyone's surprise, the two monks laughed even louder than before, as if they had just witnessed something miraculous. For the first time ever, they spoke. On the way to your village, he joked that he'd be the first to leave, and he won. Death to them was not a loss, but simply part of their game, the game of laughter, letting go, and understanding. His departure didn't bring sorrow. It only completed the joy, because their friend had remained true to the spirit of laughter until his final breath. Before his passing, the old monk left behind a special request. He asked not to be washed or dressed in clean clothes before cremation, because in his lifetime, he had never let the dust of the world stain his soul, thanks to his constant laughter. When his body was placed on the pyre in his old, worn garments, the fire rose, and the people stood in silence to honor him. Then suddenly, to everyone's amazement, brilliant fireworks burst from the flames, lighting up the sky in every color. The villagers were stunned, and then they laughed. Their laughter grew, blending with the laughter of the two remaining monks. In that moment, they understood. The monk had turned even his death into one final joke, an eternal laugh bidding farewell to a life lived lightly, without regret or sorrow. From that day on, the villagers no longer viewed death with the same sadness. They realized that life doesn't need to be so serious, and that death isn't an end, but a natural part of existence. The Three Laughing Monks had given them a priceless lesson without ever delivering a sermon. That joy, letting go, and laughter are at the heart of a free and peaceful life. Their story spread far and wide, becoming a symbol of meditative wisdom and simple enlightenment. From then on, whenever someone faced hardship or sorrow, they would think of the Laughing Monks, look into a mirror, smile, and let laughter soothe their soul. Like a gentle reminder, live lightly and never forget to laugh. Final message this story leaves behind is deeply profound. Perhaps we were born into this world simply to learn how to laugh and never stop laughing. In a world full of worries, pain, and desires, the Laughing Monks chose no philosophy to preach, no sacred rituals to follow. They used the simplest act of all, laughter, to awaken the human heart. They showed us that joy is a healing medicine, a force that can overcome all sorrow. So the next time you face a challenge, try looking into the mirror and laughing. For in that moment, you are truly alive, not in sternness but in genuine joy, the very thing that makes life worth living.